Enigma long on the NQ7. Enigma long on the GC2.
Welcome aboard, everyone. What exactly is ALGO, and why do our traders absolutely love it? Michael Othrew. Alrighty then, are you ready indeed? Don't forget, trading is risky and all that business. Let's get into the business here this morning. We've got that mega sale still rolling. 1 day, 14 hours. Apex extended their 90% off for us using code ALGOBOX. And we're coming up to the end of the month here. We got a couple more days. If you guys are using our code, we're going to be able to do giveaways next month. So super excited to see. I saw some additional numbers. You guys are using our code, so thank you guys for that. I think we're going to be able to do giveaways next month. So they'll give us some giveaways there at the beginning of the month there if we hit those numbers. So use code ALGOBOX, 90% off right now. I see they extended their offer. It is 6 days, 14 hours on that over there on Apex. For those Apex accounts, 90% off. And remember, they now have end of day drawdown accounts as well as the intraday trailing drawdowns, depending on how you like your rules. I prefer the end of day personally. I don't like the trail during a trade. I like to have the freedom inside of a trade to not have trailing drawdown. But that's just me. Look at where we're at on the 89. We got a big red dot, perfect hit there at the top of the channel here off that 89. Looks like the market has been marching to the upside there all morning, overnight, from midnight, has been moving all the way up. We had a dramatic move down overnight, 10.2. Again, this is the highest time frame for us here, 89 range. That is a fib number sequence, high time frame, 89 ticks per bar on the tide. This is the tide, and we want to be in the direction of the tide generally for runner plays. Now, again, can I scalp against it? Of course, but for runner plays, we want to be in the direction of the move on the tide. Okay, so we've come up, hit that red dot. I think that might be important right now. Just happens to be right now, right at around 9 a.m. We had some big earnings. I'm sorry, not earnings news, but we had some big market moving news there early a.m. at 8:30, about 30 minutes ago or so. That's kind of out of the way for the big stuff there this morning. We will get through our checklist here right now, but I did want to make a note of that. Currently, while we're looking at this, let's lock in our tide and our wave. Currently, tide channel, believe it or not, even with this big up move, is actually down. What are we looking at here? All I do is check out the channel color. Channel color currently is red right there. See the channel color? Type me a 1 there in the chat if you get it. That is red now. That is one time frame, highest time frame. Now I'm going to go down one time frame to the optimized range that we give you guys on Sunday evening. This one has been a straight ripper, very narrow channel to the upside. So we know the current move has been up. So we actually have plays in both directions here this morning. So I'm going to lock in the wave. Tide is red, wave is green. I'm going to have this up here in the top right corner of my eye there. As I'm coming into the morning trades, here is my play setup. Here's my plan. 5 trades here this morning. I play a video game running like old school Mario Brothers. We've got 5 lives, 1 through 5, and a bonus. Okay, let's get into it. I don't need to take necessarily 5 trades. I have 5 trade opportunities or 60 to 90 minutes, whichever comes first. That is a healthy way to play a video game. We are here to simplify trading, not make it more complex. We let the complexity be in the tools, and we let the tools and the rules do the work. I get to focus on execution and my size based on my own risk parameters and personal targeting, and you should too. That is my feeling and opinion on the matter. Let's get the music rolling here this morning, and let's get into our checklist. Don't forget 90% off on Apex, and our current pricing for our lease to own is at a great price there on the website. It'll go up $50 a month in 1 day, 14 hours. Let's go and change. Where did it go here? Here's my checklist. All right, let's get through it. Data feed connections, one of the first things I had to check here, even before I get on live stream. So generally I've checked that very first one at the top there. ISP, broker data feed connections, good to go there on number 1. Hardware, I do need to check that. We want to make sure that our hotkeys, particularly for me, are working. Sometimes other things as well, like the other day we had some OBS going on there where some of the video stuff wasn't playing, but that is few hardware items there, making sure your keyboard, mouse, and everything is working well there this morning. Day of the week. It is a holiday week, so although it feels like we're just a couple days into the week here, that's because Monday was a holiday. It is Thursday. We have Red Star News events on Thursdays at 8:30. That's passed. Tomorrow, Friday, same thing, around the 8:30. Don't forget, Friday is the most bullish day of the week. Look what's putting in here on the 89. We now have a 5.5 come in as well up top. So this is now a power headshot off the top of the channel on the 89. So we'll see if we get that additional push down. If this ends up being, look at the 5.6 from before, 5.5 right here. That is the AO tuning. If you're looking at AO tuning, what do we have? 5.5 is the number. Right, another one. Do you understand that? Do you understand that concept? If you do, you should have already gotten through the 8-day boot camp, gone through the AO tuning video. They're included, so you know that. If you do, type a 1. 2 if you're new, and if you got a specific question on that, with if you're being new, if you are new, type it there in the chat. We'll try to get it answered for you as well, and maybe one of our moderators might also post you a link to that Alpha Omega tuning video if you don't know what we're talking about there. Time of day, we are currently still about 17 minutes from the US Open. Let's get the news feed rocking and rolling, and let's see if we've got news surrounding our Open. A bunch there at 8:30, rolling down, and we have nothing in the 9 hour. 10 a.m. is next. We have Trump pre-tape interview of some type there at 10, and new home sales at 10. BOC financial stability report also at 10 a.m. and another new home sales related coming out there at 10 a.m. Home sales change month over month at 10, and then we have another interesting one. We have a Fed speaker at 10:15. That's a little sneaker in there. We have our normal 10:30 a.m. natural gas numbers there at 10:30. So we'll be watching crude oil specifically around that moment at 10:30 as well, if we're still playing at that time. It is 9:14 a.m. here. Audio on the news.
US productivity rise
there he is.
The rise of AI.
Got the news chatter rolling. FOMC, no. Holidays, it is a holiday week, so we get that extra volatility this week kind of crammed into 4 days instead of 5, and that generally gives a week of additional volatility. And earnings, we don't need to worry about that in the morning. That's an afternoon thing. Gears, currently on the 5s. I think we're still good for that right now. Again, very wide market movement, so I don't need to shift down here. I'll stay up on the higher time frame 5s for my entry chart for now. The volatility, we just talked about that. Contract dates, we mentioned this yesterday. I'm going to mention it again. Very important that you are rolled over to the 08 contract on gold. GC08. If you could help us out in the chat, type GC08. GC for gold. The gold contract 08 right now. That rolled over yesterday. And then crude oil 07 contract, CL 07, gold 08. Yeah, come in.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 7.
Voice news disconnected.
Double Delta NQ on the 9.
Can you close that door? Let's see. Wave ranges 27 locked in for NASDAQ. ATM, good there. MACV Ultimate, currently on strong buys. Been marching up since the early AM there this morning. Audio box, I hear it going. P&L cadence, we've had all greens. Haven't had it in a while, so we do need to be cautiously optimistic around that. We're kind of due for a hard day anytime now. We've had some pretty easy days. NinjaTrader 8 sounds, I think we are good there, but let me know if we need to adjust any of the sound here and the music. If you guys need any adjustments on that, please do let me know right now. And out here on the screen.
Williams says the US demand would become weaker without AI investment. According to RBC,
let's see.
Russia plans to lower the cutoff price for oil in budget rule to $50 per barrel.
Yeah, we've got an Enigma right here, and so we should be looking for a short. I have a slight hesitation only because we're currently on strong buy. Nerd is completely up, green arrow up in the middle of the fiddle zone. So I'm going to, well, we already get a line right here because we have a 13.6, but just to highlight it, I'm going to put a little line here. If we pop up through it and come back through, I will potentially take a slap at that. But my first trade of the morning here, I kind of want to have things lined up here, and this one is not lined up and inside the fiddle zone. So I want to get a good start on the morning, just not, don't like that one there. We are we've had this big down move, very obvious straight down scenario there, 262 to the downside. We've got nerd to the long side and arrow. That's my simple filtering there. I've told you guys before many times, if you've been around a while, remember that the trader's job is to filter, and it's easy to know when to trade. It is a harder thing to know when not to trade, and that is the majority component of your job, is knowing when not to trade. So we have a very specific set of quantitative ways to engage or not engage, simplifying things, going, I want to take trades in the direction of 2 steps, nerd plus arrow. If you are new with us, those are your 2 items for choosing filtered direction, and that'll keep you out of some more difficult trades. You'll have less heat on your trades, and another one might be take a trade outside of the fiddle zone. And all 3 of those are happening right now. So easy filter or not taking that Enigma, although Enigma is one of my absolute favorites. That is a beautiful, perfect super AO up there. Had I had fingers on the trigger around that time, right at 9 a.m., landed right at 9 a.m. Pivot time as well. Nice super straight leg up into it, 6.3, and it was +1 from the prior number, 5.4. We go to 6.3, that's a +1. Another one of those indications, if you've been following me a while, looking at the relative numbers, something that is just slightly up above it after the first one, 5.4, next one 6.3. That one I want to almost double down on when one of these shows up, and sure enough gives a 262 tick dropout there on that play. Let's see, 9:21, still 9 minutes from the US Open here. Okay, we just shifted. We've got red and red there now. So, yeah, you know, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Looks like it's going to get to its target there, just a couple of ticks from the target. I can always attempt to re-engage if I feel like it. We now shifted to red on the nerd, so we did also get the pivot.
The Middle East war is
there along with it.
An energy surge should have a short impact.
But just getting settled in here this morning. Good morning, George. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, KC. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Hazy. Kazi. Good morning, Nando. Good morning. Good morning. Nando says NQ down to target 3,000 right off the bat, and pump up to 3220. I think we're heading to 3220. All right, I'll mark that up there for you.
William says tariff impact
see if we
in the next few months.
If we get to that one. I see a P point way up there. So if we are going to hit that P point, remember we came down pretty deep overnight. So all this big move up here isn't all that significant with as much of a drop that occurred overnight. Prior close and P point up there.
William says near-term inflation around 4%.
Prior high
inflation around 3%.
Way up there, 3400s. And looks like we are just a tick from that target there on the Enigma. 35 ticks is my current T1 target for
William says
my Enigmas
monetary
on the
policy needs
fives.
to be
I've got a
data
35 tick target for target 1 on the Enigma tuned in there. The prior one did have a cadence of 1 there this morning. If we get to cadence of 2, that's when I really want to go, which we do actually. We are on cadence 2. Why? Because this one broke the back of that Enigma. Yes, you see it? So technically speaking, we've had 2 loosey-gooseys.
William says anchoring.
So we
inflation
are cadence of
expectations
2.
is
So
critical.
I want to engage my full auto bot on the next play. And I'm going to go a half position size 8 on full auto. Actually, I'm going to go semi-auto because I want to take the next one. But if they come back to back, I don't want to go multiples, but I do want to go next. So I've just engaged the bot here to take the next Enigma immediately on the next play because we are on a cadence of 2. You know what I'm talking about? Type cadence there in the chat. Or if you don't know what it is, ask a question there in the chat. We will try to get you directed to our documentation area. Documentation is extremely thorough with us. If you are brand new with us, you can get into our ALGO box documentation, click on the top of our website there and click on documentation, or go to docs.algoboxpro.com. Links are there in the description as well. We are currently talking about cadence. So if I go up top here,
Sees elevated near-term
type cadence,
expectations,
you'll
but
understand
long-term
how
stable.
cadence works. We'll walk through all of that with you. Videos are at the bottom. Text and descriptions and graphics there are at the top. This is how our documentation is laid out. And we have an 8-day boot camp that's going to go through the entire list of all documentation components. On the left, we start with the basic stuff. If you are brand new, there is a beginner course at the top to kind of talk about the basic stuff. And then we get into the fundamentals, and then we start putting those together in strategies on the left, where we talk about things like putting those fundamentals together in the strategies
William says the
section.
U.S. labor market.
And we'll go through those in the proper order as you're going through our 8-day boot camp there on our website. Currently free. Will be behind a paywall when our website stuff is completed with our team. Welcome aboard all the new
Williams
folks.
says supply chain disruptions
It is
are
now
concerned
4
they are
minutes
happening
to
due
the
war.
US Open. We've got full auto up top.
Fib.NQ on the 7th.
So I'm on a 4K screen here, and I do have, whoops, button. Up top here, I've got 6 instruments running on full auto. The NERD, N-E-R-D, NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow running on 4+2 on crude oil and gold over there on the right, and that is running Enigma side to side.
Williams says the Fed
There
must be
for me.
clear.
I also
It's
have
getting
the
inflation
command
to
center
2%.
set up to where it will lock in profits there about a little bit over 1,000 because I want to take into account commissions and slippage on close. So a little bit more than 1,000. I want it to lock in $1,000 there for me on the full auto. I trade my full auto systems kind of like employees. They are doing their work, and then I'm over here doing my job down below on the NASDAQ, which happens to be the fastest of the 4 correlated instruments there, and I want to make more money faster, not less money slower, so I choose the NASDAQ, although that can work in both directions for you. If you are new, don't trade NQ, give RTY a try. That is my rhyme and reason. If you are getting started, I think if you kind of turn the gear down a little bit, roll on a instrument that's a slightly slower, might be a better place for you to start. I got a 6.1 right here. I think I'm going to go ahead and give that a shot here. I'm going to add a hard stop right up above it, just up above the cross there. So it'll be a quick stop out. If I stop out
Williams says the path of
there,
monetary policy depends on data and
but
the
I'm going to
outlook
give
and
that
risks.
6.1 a shot here. We're currently neutral, so I don't have that with me. We are just outside the fiddle zone, barely. Right here, we've gotten a move up. We are just outside the fiddle zone. You can see it's peeking its little head out of there. I'd prefer it to be a little bit higher. We know that the masher points are slightly up above that, so I may need a little bit of a wider stop here. But I'm looking for trade number 1 coming back into that Enigma zone there, and I will close it out for 35 ticks because I don't have the nerd with me. I will grab a T1 there. Targets filled, 1300 for the first play. 6.1 into a PRZ at the top of the channel. Rocked it out down to the bat, exiting on the opposing signal there. Could have held it for a few more. Did end up shifting into red there, but we were neutral at the time when I engaged the play. Trade number 1 is done pre-market there. 9:28, 2 minutes from the US Open. Just playing the video game there this morning. Half position, 13:45 for the first trade. All right, 1 minute 30 seconds till the Wild Child US Open. Standard operating procedure. I like to kind of sit on hands there for the first 5 minutes, let the tools do the work. I do have full auto engaged up here for the next trade on the NASDAQ. So the Enigma, next Enigma is going to automatically enter for me. I've got my fingers on the hotkeys. My thumb is always generally resting on the close button on the left-hand side of my keyboard. If you are using the keyboard that I recommend, I tell all of our traders to make sure you're using a Corsair K55, or if you want the wireless version, it is a K57. I actually like it because it's not fully wireless. It is wired or wireless, has the option for both, but it does have 6 keys on the left-hand side. Some people say, well, I like the Logitech one. The Logitech one only has 5. I promise you, you are going to miss out if you don't have that 6th key. The Corsair K55 or the K57 is still going to be your best bet, in my humble opinion. Also, if you can get your hands on a Logitech G300S mouse, you'll have a tactical advantage in executing on your charts
10
with
seconds.
a narrow bevel. All right, here we go. 10 seconds.
Double delta NQ on the 7. Delta shift NQ on the 5.
Marked on open imbalance. S&P 500 sell side 120 million. Nasdaq 100 sell side 48 million. Dow 30 sell side 70 million. Mag 7 sell side 50 million.
And buyers off the open there. Okay, currently still sitting at red, so I'm looking for a play here. Would love to see a red EDD and then a PRZ. Be my anticipation. Okay, there's a PRZ, and that's a PRZ cross. I'm going to go 3/4 position on that. I am a little bit nervous about that one. We're currently neutral, and I'll grab a 50 ticker. Let's go. What's it called? I kind of mentioned it. Let's see who can do it in the chat. What's that one called? Name it. Name it and claim it. What is it? Type it in the chat before I type it. Can you do it?
S&P 500 open stable change. The Nasdaq 100 up 0.2%.
You said power PRZ cross. Give yourself a gold star. Not just a PRZ cross. It's power PRZ cross. It's an AO, not a white cross.
Rates and not where
Very nice. Today. Beautiful drop there. T1, T2 grabbed a 50 tick bag out of it. We did have, again, a neutral at the time, and then it shifted into red. Very nice play. We're going to get another opportunity inside the butterfly. Let's see if we get a... Ooh, it's in front of it. Interesting. Didn't quite get to the PRZ. Close. I could have slapped it. Hit on the king timing. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. I'm trade 2 in winner, winner, chicken dinner, and now I'm just looking for my bonus play. In fact, since I'm on a bonus now, I'm going to go ahead and disengage the full auto here. I want to be able to think about the next play here, and just want to tap. Oh, the bots hit $1,000. The bots are at 1,000. Going to turn off full auto. The bots also hit their $1,000 already there this morning. They locked it in. Auto take profit triggered. Congratulations. Reached 1178.80 was the high water mark there. Target, remember, I put it about $150 above so that I would take into account any kind of slippage, and we locked in 1,047.76. Beautiful stuff. All right, so the bots are done. I'm done. Now for a little fun. Looking for a bonus play here. 2 minutes past the US Open.
Harmonic NQ on the 5. Good.NQ on the 7. Good.NQ on the 7. Good.NQ
Just playing the video game.
NQ on the Divergence of NQ on the 9.
Okay, this is that Enigma location from before.
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 5.
Got a 4.7 right there.
2 finger NQ on the 27.
Could go on the piercer.
Double delta NQ.
But again, I'm looking for a bonus now. Just want to tap-a-roo. I've got that $400 superstition going on right now. I am $400 away from 4K. So that superstition is kind of lingering in the back of my mind there for my next play here.
Delta NQ on the 27.
Ooh. Okay. And 2 Enigmas back to back right there. I'm glad I disengaged the bot a minute ago. That is a weird
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 5.
location here. It's going to be an important area. We're right in front of the open and the
Good.NQ on the 7.
current low of day. Right there together.
Enigma long on the RTY2.
Here's what's developing on the highest time frame. With this big of a move, I like to kind of direct my eyes to the higher time frame to see what was coming in there. We had a divergence plus a power headshot at the top of the channel off of that 89. Big time frame, got the big move down there. Multi-bar off of the 89 high time frame play. Still hearing sellers all over that.
Delta shift NQ on the 5. 2 finger NQ on the 27. Harmonic NQ on the 5. Divergence up NQ on the 9. Hold touch low. Enigma short on the YM2.
So we're touching into the open line. I like to rename the open the nope. Don't like to take trades around the open line. Just really great play setups can just kind of get ruined there.
2 finger NQ on the 27. Fib.NQ on the 7.
So blue dots call bottoms all the time. So we could get a bounce here off of a blue dot. Say that a lot. Blue dots call bottoms all the time. If you're taking notes, write that down. We also had one come in on the highest time frame there with a loose up 2 finger.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
Blue dot on the optimized range and blue dot right here as well.
Divergence down NQ on the 9.
108 ticks off of that blue dot bounce. Don't like the location, sitting there at the open line, but it was a beautiful play.
27 delta NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ.
So remember, I am currently 2 trades in, so winner chicken dinner. I've done my work already there this morning. Now I am mentally, I'm focused on a bonus play. That is just how I approach the markets. I would recommend, if you are a brand new player, that you do that. I'm here to try to demonstrate this more so for the new folks. If you have been around a while, you kind of become Neo from the Matrix, and some of those rules can be, I won't say rules because they're standard operating procedures, but the standard ops can be bent or modified based on your own experience and risk parameters and personal preferences, etc. We go through all that in the training. We have a very thorough mentorship program. My opinion, obviously. I believe it is unbeatable and unmatched. I always challenge people to tell me if there is one better. Show it to me. And you can find a better system than ours. I will not only I will buy it for myself, but I'll buy you a copy as well. Let's see. I just want the best. The rest is the rest.
Delta shift NQ on the 5.
Delta shift.
Fib.NQ on the 27. Fib.NQ on the 7. Harmonic NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 27.
Top of the channel, I'm hearing buyers at the moment, but we are red. We are inside the fiddle zone. What I'd love to see is a pop outside of that fiddle zone. So again, I kind of want a no heat trade on my final push on a bonus. Good morning, Shadow. Good to see you. Thanks, Tom. There is no better system. I appreciate that. I don't believe there is. I've looked a lot. We developed the system that I would have wanted. And that was not an overnight endeavor. It's a 10-year venture. We are in our 10th year publicly available, and version, we're in the 11s, version 11, with lots of dot versions in between. If you haven't gotten the latest version, make sure you do. It was a historical release, foundational release for us recently. We spent 4 sprints on specifically performance related items, handling all transitional phases of NinjaTrader. Although NinjaTrader in their current latest version, I heard Mike Schwartz even complaining about it there this morning. They have a data connection issue in their latest version. I still recommend that you are using NinjaTrader 8131 is their most stable release. The next version after 3.1, they introduced a bug that I don't even know if they know that they have. NinjaTrader, you know, they've moved so fast now. I think they're just making money hand over fist with Trade-Evate and their endeavors with licensing for all the trader funding programs that are popping up every day. I'm just speculating, but it does feel like their software department has slacked a little bit, in my opinion. And again, I'm the software guy, so it's just one man's opinion out here on it. But I don't know that they are attentive to the bugs as much as they used to be. And but it's painfully obvious that when you're switching contracts, they lock up all the time on the latest version. In 8131, no lockups, no problems there. And it's not just ALGO, it's in general. It's if you have multiple trader funding programs running with multiple data feeds. It also, they've got some locking issues on their data. They've got some racing conditions that are occurring in their latest version. So I do hope they get that fixed, and we'll be watching for that, and we'll keep you updated on that. But right now we have recommended version there in the Discord on the left hand side. 8131 is there with a link to download that as well. Okay, we are outside the fiddle zone.
Fib.NQ on the 7.
As I say that, we come back down into it. Headshot, there's a headshot right here. Let's see, I was behind on it, so I'm looking for a Seuss now. I'm gonna grab this. I need to get it on a Seuss entry. There's a Seuss. Oh, and I get in right as the buyers start to step in there. Power headshot. Add to position on the power headshot. It is breaking my original, so whoops. All right, I'm gonna close it out. Nope. So my original idea there did not work. And as I look over to the right, technically we are in that fiddle zone. So we're going to have that, right? It is going to be, it's a wet noodle in there, right? The rubber band is not stretched, so it's not going to be a snappy play. And again, on my bonus play, I don't want to, I'm not giving anything back here. I'm not going to, yeah, hearing buyers stepping in there. So a couple things gave me my hesitation on it. Coming up here right into the open line, I'm hearing a very steady Eddie set of popcorn there on the tape. Those higher pitched clacks are coming in pretty steady.
Double delta NQ on the Omega up NQ on
Made
the
a little buck out of that one, but
Alpha Omega up
perfect.
NQ on the
Ah, okay. So I just missed that one. We did push up and out and then went right into the masher. Perfect. Where are my masher players? You got that perfect masher play in there, and there was a delta shift with a PRZ cross. I was too busy chatting there to execute on that one. Hopefully some of you guys caught that one. That was a nice, probably 150 plus 127 tick play there. Opportunity off of the super power PRZ cross short, and it's super because there's a delta shift in there. Someone asked recently, I guess they don't realize that a ready DD, a delta shift is just a special type of ready DD. It is a get ready, take the next play type of scenario. So if you have that question, delta shifts are also a ready DD. It is just a specific kind of ready DD that shows up with those. So the full play there now, 213 ticks there to the downside move off of that power PRZ, super power PRZ cross, short right there.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 7. Enigma long on the NQ. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 27. Enigma long on the YM2.
Nice, Andrew. Yeah, and now that Apex has that end of day drawdown account type, the full auto makes more sense to be able to try to use that for that as well. So very cool there. Don't forget, use code ALGOBOX to get 90% off. They've got 6 days on that. Use code ALGOBOX so that we can do some giveaways there in the month of June. We've got about 3 more days there to get more people to use our code there. And if we have enough, they will give us some accounts to do giveaways there for our channel, and hopefully be able to do some of that in the month of June here coming up. Got a few more days to do that, and it's combined with 90% off on those Apex accounts, so that's pretty awesome as well. That is their deepest discount that they do. Power PRZ cross with a shark back here, but I am hearing selling all the way through that. I am not touching longs on that right now, but that is a potential opportunity for a bounce if they get it, or if that consistent selling is going to continue. Yeah, I was thinking that same thing, George, and it's been a while. Hey, Eric, appreciate all explanation. The Platinum Enigma panel is printing for me. RTYCL hit my personal targets. Awesome, Eric. Yeah, thanks, by the way, for sharing your results and your journey there. It's been great to see.
Double delta NQ on the 9. NQ on the 5.
Bought 2 packs using our code. Awesome. Thanks so much. Looking forward to being able to do some giveaways with you guys next month. We were debating whether we move this into Discord or not. I'm focusing on the website update changes here first, and then we'll come back and see what we're going to be doing with all of that. But there is a potential for our live stream scenarios and our trade room here to be moved inside of Discord. The debate is up. Let's see.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
Yeah, we were getting some feedback that people would like to see. Well, you know, it's like sitting around here waiting for trades, but imagine you have recap videos. So coming back and doing just recap videos in the afternoon to walk through the trades that were taken, versus having to kind of wade through them. We got a lot of feedback that people like to see, just like, show me okay, you took 5 trades there this morning, show me the 5 trades and talk through them, right? You know, I need to look into that. Are there live streams on X with the Twitter thing? Yeah, literally, I think I mean, I know I've seen some people doing that, but I don't know the how or the mechanics of that. But thanks for reminding me of that, and we'll take a look. We'll see if want to add that in for some folks to get acquainted. Okay, is this Enigma going to call the bottom? Man, if I were a long player, I might think so. If I was going to take one, I would take the Enigma. Let's see. We got a switch dot, red dot. We are nerd red here. Let's see how it goes. Going to be an interesting spot here. We're still inside the fiddle zone. I also see jagged on the tape. Jagged warning. Everybody type jagged warning in the tape. A big play is coming. Question is it going to be a head fake down and a pop back up with a big move that continues, or is it going to be one where people are trying to catch bottoms and it just pushes and pushes and pushes and pushes? But it's going to be a push. We've got jagged on the tape right now, so big play coming.
At 10 a.m. Eastern Time,
don't get offsides.
New home sales and units. Forecast 0.6601 million. Prior 0.682 million. Also expecting Trump to make some comments in a pre-tape interview. Also expecting the Bank of Canada Financial Stability Report and the US new home sales change month on month. Forecast minus 3.2%, prior 7.4%.
Oh, okay. Something just woke up. That's a big buyer in there now. Okay, big bull. Mark it up. Big bull. Did he stop right there? Interesting. So that blow off top there. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, technically it stopped there. And so that means got some sells through that. Divided up it broke it up. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I'm still going to grab the middle of this. I want to measure 250. It's starting to pick up speed. 250 is going to be in that zone from above. And I'm just going to mark it in its color.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5.
So we got a big bull right there. It's 1,000 level. So he wants to go 250 ticks, which will put him right up there. The defense leg here. So what do we do inside of a defense leg? I'm looking for 3 crosses inside the defense leg. Came in right here. Give this a little bit of a different highlight because there's so many crosses over here to the left. I may look back at this later and I may forget. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this. Where's my angle tool? Make sure that we know it's this guy. Okay. Yep. Jagged on the tape. Looks like it was the head fake and the push. Do not try to slap it down until we get into that 250 area. Talking to myself. You do you. I'm not telling you what to do. I am talking to myself. There's the nope line. We just touched the open.
Down NQ on the 9. Enigma long on the NQ4.
Here's King timing. Nerd just touched moderate buy for the first time in a while. So 3 out of the 4 correlated instruments to the long side right now. Yeah, new home sales at 10 a.m. That's coming out here in 7 minutes.
Fib.NQ on the 7. Fib.NQ on the 27.
And it's that nope zone. Trying not to be tempted to take a play here. I'm gonna grab my coffee mug here and keep my hands off the trigger here because I'm gonna be very tempted to take a play. We are at that open line.
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 5.
AKA the nope line.
Enigma long on the GC2.
Nope trades. The nopin. Right. It was very tempting. It was very tempting. We had divergence. We had double dot. I mean, I know. Did anybody slap that? Was anybody brave enough to take that? I wanted to. It took everything in me to hold myself back from it. It was a beautiful play. I've got an open line thing. I'm like, no, don't. Great plays. Get wrecked there, and it didn't quite go 250. But remember how I said this is a little weird? How it popped up, but they had a blow off top. It's very weird. Normally you're going to see that 14.5 almost all the way to the tip. Very odd to see it in the middle of a leg there. So is this a head fake up where we just continue
So a reminder, in 5 minutes time we're expecting US new home
real
sales in units forecast 0.6601 million, prior 0.682 million. US new home sales change month on month, forecast minus 3%.
Okay, news coming out here in 5 minutes.
Also expecting bank account
let's get ready on it.
Report and comments from Trump, who's speaking.
Still looking for a bonus trade. Do a quick assessment where we're currently sitting. Up 4K in my discretionary cyborg account, and synthetic did 1,000, so we're up over 5K on the day here so far. Not bad if we had to wrap it up here, but still looking for the bonus. We did have a scratch trade in there for my first bonus attempt there. And I was like, no, just bailed on it. Here's where we're currently sitting, P&L wise.
Harmonic NQ on the 5. Harmonic NQ on the 5.
Let's see here.
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 5.
Weird spot as well. So you got a Super AO against an Enigma. Oof. We're playing dirty now. Jagged on the tape again. Another jagged warning. Okay. Jagged warning on the tape again. Big play is coming. Let's see if we can catch a piece of it. Remember, a lot of times with that jagged play, it does not tell us direction. It tells us size. Okay. I'm hearing buyers. We've got this Enigma getting pushed through.
Alpha NQ on the 7. Fib.NQ on the 7.
King timing, they're pushing through. Steady beats. I'm sorry, steady buys, not beats, more like clacks. Steady clacks. Non-stop popcorn, not playing against popcorn.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5.
Buyers are on the tape. I'm not stepping in front of that train. Remember, that big bull wants to get in here. This might be the moment. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. to the new home sales news, and we got Trump talking, right? And how many times have we seen they throw the whole, oh, Trump's talking, press the buy button. Oh, Trump speech, press the buy button. Like their new auto magic. And Trump is also, there's a pre-taped interview thing playing here at 10 a.m. as well. You see a bear needs to be let out at 29,760. 29,760. Oh, way down there.
Delta ship NQ on the 7.
Okay. I know that I'm going to mark that one up. It's way out there. But remind me when we're getting closer, if we're still here. Thanks, Nando. Okay, don't be tempted here. Again, we are 1 minute 20 seconds from this news. Do me a favor. Let's hit that like button here. Let's take our fingers off the buy and sell buttons here for a minute. Reach over, hit that like button here for me. Help you to keep your fingers off the trade buttons here because we're coming into the news in now 1 minute countdown.
1 minute remaining. I'll be leading with US new home sales and units.
Enigma long on the NQ4.
Here we go.
So according to Interfax, Kazakhstan may ship up to 3 million tons of oil via BTC in 2026.
On the 4 ALGO bar, had 2 green AOs right by the bull zone. Small trade got 20 on target 1, 110 on 2. Very nice. Closed on the red power dot. Perfect. Hold to the opposing signal. Very nice, sir. Very nice. Come teach the class. That's what we need. Need to see more of that. Hold to the opposing signal.
10 seconds.
In the direction of the nerd. Here we go. News coming. When we have Jagged on the tape, it's going to be a big move.
0.622 million, 0.622 million. Low in the forecast to 0.66 million.
Enigma short on the NQ4.
US new home sales change month on month.
We're on the Nopen line.
On a 0.6.2%. That's lower than forecast, minus 3.2%.
Hey, thanks for that, Matt. Happy to hear it. Okay, double ready, DD. Oh, you know I want to slap it. Oh,
War and US
don't let me look at it. Don't let me look. We got a mega late Nate on the 9s as well. Don't let me look at it.
As reliably as they have in the
We're right here at the news.
Health of Canada's large
And
banks.
we got Jagged on the tape.
Last 12
I'm
months,
hearing buyers all
and
over it.
Canada's
Nerd is
financial system
green.
has functioned
Oh.
well through a challenging year.
Okay, I'm not going to do it.
Governor Tiff
I'm
Macklem
not going to do it.
says dealing with urgent personal matter and therefore not present for the release of the Financial Stability Report.
2 minutes before, 3 minutes after. I am going to try to be disciplined and not be tempted in.
And reinforce each other.
There.
Vulnerabilities have increased
2
in
minutes
some parts
before,
of the
3 minutes
financial
after.
system.
We're 1 minute
Individually,
past
they
now.
look
See if
manageable.
I can hold out for 2
A
minutes.
cascading series of events could cause a sharp loss of investor confidence and spike in demand for
So
liquidity.
the big bull got his target. Okay,
AI
so
may
he's
increase the
satisfied.
scale and sophistication of cyber attacks. And the Bank of Canada
Oh,
expects
look at it. So
risk
beautiful.
payment shocks linked to mortgage renewals to have fully passed by second half of 2027. Share borrowers who are behind on debts payments have stabilized.
You know I love taking those shorts. Just poor timing right around the news event. But yeah, that was a beauty. Look at the numbers. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at it all the way to the opposing signal. 149 tick opportunity. Just poor timing right around the news.
Divergence NQ on the 9.
In 02, 1 minute.
Reminder,
One more minute.
Comments from Trump speaking in a pre-tape interview.
Oh,
Microsoft
Trump
shares
speaking in a
quickly
no,
3.5%.
pre-taped interview. Okay.
Microsoft to release new coding model next week in comeback attempts. So again, according to the information, Microsoft to release a new coding model next week in the comeback attempt.
George, you heard about this new coding model Microsoft's talking about? That's the first time I've heard of it. What's this new coding model about? Everyone, yeah, get ready to buy. Exactly, like, ah, Trump's about to speak. Everybody hover over the buy button. Hovering the buy. There's the enigma. Is the enigma going to be the call? It's around this open. It's like, again, these great plays that set up around the open just kind of get...
We have posted the Bank of Canada financial stability
Get
report
muted
on the
too
feed
often.
for those interested.
Still remember, we had that jagged on the tape, so there will be a move where it will just continue to go one side or the other. Okay, there it is, Sin 03. 3 minutes past the news. All right, fingers back on the triggers here. Currently neutral.
Harmonic NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 7.
I want to make sure I am with the arrow. After a jagged scenario, if I'm going to get a play, it needs to be with the arrow. Arrow is currently green, so I'm not looking for my short until I get a red arrow.
Fib.NQ on the 7.
Okay, we're red on the nerd. All I need is a red arrow.
Just a bit more information from the information. Microsoft to debut models that specialize in tasks.
Fib.NQ on the 27.
And Microsoft to announce new models of various sizes.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5.
Okay, currently still green on the arrow. After a jagged, I am not playing against that arrow.
Harmonic NQ on the 7. Harmonic NQ on the 9.
Shark back. Hearing popcorn all over the tape. Pretty easy filter.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 7. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 9. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5.
DCR. Into a masher. Oh, it's on the open line.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 27. Alpha Omega up NQ on the 5. Alpha Omega up NQ on the 7. Bull touch hot.
Nerd is red, arrow is red. Again, I'm just looking for a bonus now.
Enigma long on the GC2.
Yeah, it's a little slow.
So again, Microsoft shares up 3.6% after report the company to release new coding model next week.
Slow favors the bulls.
Enigma short.
Fast favors the bears. Picking up on speed there though. Now though, look at that great speed. Looking at my speedometer there. Got some good speed coming in here. Back into that zone one more time. We are outside the fiddle zone now. Remember, we had jagged warning on the tape here, so again, I'm not jumping in front of that. Got to have the arrow with me after a jagged. Until the big move comes, I'm basically anticipating there could be a spot that would be dangerous to play against. Nerd's not super helpful right now because we are neutral. I mean, I guess it's helpful because it is filtering me right now. It's like, wait, so it's doing its job. You know what I mean? It's not being like, oh, I can take one right now. Got a pink dot on the optimized range.
Bull touch hot. Divergence down NQ on the 9.
Divergence on the 9. Top of the channel. Need an R2FA event. There's one. All right, I'll toe in the water here. 7.4 at the top of the channel. They're currently neutral, so I'm just looking for a T1 scenario here. I am concerned because we have the we have jagged, right? There's 35. Wow, I couldn't even react. It hit 37 and then immediately launched up. Okay, that's not good. I'm gonna add a hard stop here. I'm gonna put a stop above this cross here. Yeah, stopping out. Okay. Yep. They're continuing to march this up here in neutral. Arrow shifted back to green. So stopping out behind the cross there on that 7.4. Gave it a quick shot there, and I didn't close it at T1. I should have. It was so fast, and I could have closed it. Just thinking about talking before I'm thinking about executing here. Moment. Into large king timing.
Divergence down NQ on the 27. NQ on the 27.
Okay, I can 2-try rule this. We're on king timing, looking for a Seuss. Green dot. Super dot.
NQ on the 27.
Kept me out there, good. So there's a 5.6. Again, still hearing clacks, still hearing buyers on neutral, and we've got a green arrow. Again, I am not playing against a green arrow after a jagged. This is the jagged warning is there for that reason. We got green on the MACV. Nerd is neutral. ES pointing up. As ES points, so NQ goes.
Muslim, who speaks at the Reykjavik Economic Conference.
Okay, we had something important here from before. I don't remember what it was, but it landed and touched it. Reacted quickly. Green dot test for the bulls. Do the bulls maintain control? This dot will tell. Okay, they popped it. So, bulls are not in full control. We now have red arrow. Sellers coming in here on the 5.6. I'll look for a Seuss. There's my Seuss. 35. And there's a 2 target. Let's go. Let's go. T1 and T2 off the top. Listening in for the audio box cue. We saw the shift over on the nerd, and the red arrow came in and said, all right, now let's rock and roll. Lock it in. Ended on a high watermark there, 5,800. The bots did their job. Those employees locked in about $1,000. We got the congratulatory message there. Auto take profit was triggered there this morning on those guys pretty early. I think it might have been before US Open even. It was pretty close. They're on it. We had the nice plays there, high time frame and low time frame. We did our jobs there. We did winner, winner, chicken dinner. We kind of scratch traded, one small loss, and then rocked it out with a bonus. So there was a scratch trade right about here. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, +1 and a bonus there, locking it in on a high. Smash that like button on the way out. Thanks for hanging out here. Tomorrow is Friday. Don't forget early in, early out on a Friday. And I'm going to go over a lot of stuff on full auto. 90% off of Apex if you use our code ALGOBOX. Please use that for us as we go into the new month. I'd love for us to be able to do more account giveaways, but they just told us people got to use your code if we're going to give you some giveaway accounts. Thanks for hanging out. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mossbot, Curtis, G, and Eddie B. George, let's go. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.